Hello, Namaste, Salam Walaikum, Sastriyakal. Welcome back to another session with your Vahchef at VahRehVah.com. Today, I am going to show you bow tie cookies. The first time I wore a bow tie was when I joined Hotel Management Institute. That time I used to think only waiters wear bow ties. But later I have seen, especially in big parties, big weddings, people in the receptions, they wear bow tie with tuxedos, and bow tie I used to look really good. But anyway, you will understand the shape of a bow tie because today I am going to show you how to make a bow tie cookie. This is very simple. We make with the puff dough. In fact, I will quickly show you once again how the puff dough is done, and with the same dough I am going to make this bow tie cookie. Here I have got around 250 grams of all purpose flour. In this flour we are going to add 5 grams of salt and 10 grams of sugar. Here is 130 ml of water. In this we are going to squeeze in a little bit of lime juice. Now we are going to mix this in the flour and make this into a dough. It is going to be medium stiff dough. Now the dough is soft and just rest it for a few minutes. After that, take 15 or 20 grams of butter and then knead this into the dough. Now when the dough is ready, just put a clean wrap or something. Now just sprinkle some flour. We are going to roll this into thin sheet. Okay, very easy. Just tap it on the sides and just make it into a nice rectangle shape. Take this butter, divide them into 3 portions and put one portion in one half of the dough. Very evenly, very thin layer I have spread. Take some flour and sprinkle a very thin layer. Okay, not this much, even thin. Just sprinkle. Okay, now we have the mark. Just fold this like this. Okay, just make sure, stretch it little bit and put this till the edge. And the second fold, the same thing. Put it like this. Just make sure, pull it little bit, stretch, and then do it like this. Take a tray and sprinkle a little bit flour. Now very carefully lift the sheet and put it on the tray. Now take a cloth and just cover it. If the cloth is slightly wet, that is good. Now we are going to put this dough in the fridge for at least 20 minutes till the dough is slightly cooled. After resting for 15 minutes, just take the dough. The dough will be little bit harder now. Just of course the same old story. We are going to sprinkle lot more flour onto the table. This time we are going to roll it this way, stretch it and roll it. Now take the butter, the second portion of the butter, again just draw an imaginary line and spread this butter evenly onto the sheet. Sprinkle the flour and we are going to do again the envelope fold. Just stretch the dough a little bit and just make sure it is covered. Now from this side we are going to pull it, stretch it and do it. Now we are done. Just make sure you sprinkle the flour and just put this sheet in the tray, then cover it with a cloth, and once again we are going to put in the fridge for around 15 minutes and we are going to use the last portion of the butter same way we did it now. For the third time, just take the sheet, let's sprinkle the flour, just roll the sheet into a nice rectangle. For the third time we are going to add the butter. Now don't worry, no 3 portions, we are going to spread this evenly, but always remember this dough has to be cold. That's when the butter will be spread like this, otherwise it will start melting and you will not get a nice puff sheet. Okay, just let's say this is the center part, just sprinkle the flour. See, this flour also will help forming nice layers. Now just fold it half like this and this side also fold it like this. Okay, this is the book fold. Sprinkle some more flour. Okay, not much though. Okay, then here your puff sheet is all ready. Now we are going to put this back on the tray and then we are going to put in the refrigerator and we can use it whenever you want. Now here is the puff dough. Okay, we are going to put it on the table, but always whenever you are rolling the puff dough sheet, we are going to use lot of flour, okay? But I don't need to use so much of the dough. I'm going to cut it and use a small portion of it. Rest of the dough I'm going to use to make it other dishes like cheese straws, egg puffs, vegetable puffs, anything you can make this, okay? So look at the very thin layers of butter that is very nicely distributed between these sheets. So this is what will rise and become into nice puff like thing. So for the bow ties, we are going to use the same thing. Rest of the thing, I am going to put it back in the refrigerator and keep it chilled, and any products I do, whenever I want, I will remove it and use it. Now, take little extra flour. Now look at the sheet. I have just made it into the right size, and we are going to cut it into lengths. Okay, we can, that should be good enough. Just cut them, little bit thicker or thinner. This should be good. Take this strip, put it on a tray, and just one fold. Okay, the bow is just like this. This is how the bow should be. Okay, like this. Look at this. This is perfect. Now just make like this with all the dough, and your bow ties will be ready. Now always remember, before baking, put the tray in the fridge for a few minutes and put it in a hot oven. That's when they come out perfect. After putting these bow ties in the fridge for a few minutes, we are going to give it nice milk wash. This will give it a little bit shine, and that's it. This is all ready to go into our oven. Now we are going to bake them at 220 degrees centigrade for around 20 minutes. Now look at the bow tie cookies, and very easy to make them. Wow, look at them. Don't they look like bows? Most of the time in Hyderabad you buy it on the streets, they make it little bit smaller, but I just make it appropriate for me to have the bow tie close to my mouth, on my neck, but you can eat it right away. So dear friends, this is the original bow tie size, and look at them, they look good. Okay, you can make tons of them, and these also literally melt in your mouth, so you can make a lot of them and then they will just disappear. Now it's time to taste. Awesome, just awesome, out of the world. Wow, dear friends, just melting in the mouth. Dear friends, I hope you enjoyed learning how to make these awesome bow tie cookies, but do not forget, VahRehVah is all about inspiring others to cook. So please post your recipes and cooking tips at VahRehVah.com so others can benefit from your great cooking. Thank you.